all the way around, and it was incredible. So we're very happy to have number 100 in the fleet. While we have a little break in the action, at 01000 from at the time that they were constructed, they would have been called the main line elevators in Boston. Nowadays, you know it as the Orange Line. Do we have any folks from the greater Boston area? Yep, okay, I'm one of them too. In the day, these would have run the elevated from Everett Station right through downtown Boston and out the other end of Forest Hill. The cars are of a couple of different eras. The front car has been converted to use as a work car. That's why the windows are all sealed up. And these cars were in service for many, many years before being replaced by newer cars in the 1950s. We're going to see how things go this afternoon in terms of putting things away and other tricks. But I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to run a trip with the L train at the very end of the afternoon. Don't hold me to that. We're going to try to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Boston Elevated, cars 0210 and 01000. Anybody in the audience from our nation's capital? Washington, D.C. Okay, very good. Washington had a very extensive trolley car system until the early 1960s, and they were replaced by buses. And we have another GMC new look coming at us, and this one I know, sir, the 1964 model GMC. The transit company in D.C. first purchased buses, or started purchasing buses just back in 1959, and then kept purchasing them as the trolley cars went out in the 1960s. This particular bus was rebuilt in the early 1980s by a company called Blitz, which does or did bus rebuilding, and has been a recent addition to our collection. We had to have it in the parade. It's our nation's capital, and it's also our red, white, and blue bus. We have a trolley car from D.C., which is under long-term restoration, but that's not available for you to see or to operate just yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, from our bus collection, car number 6481, or bus number 6481. Now, once we heard the weather forecast for today, we deliberately decided to keep the parade on the short side. We've done as many as 30 cars in a trolley parade. So we're almost done. I want to explain what's going to happen now. Obviously, all this stuff has been going by. We have to put it away. But we don't want to hold up those of you that want to do a trolley trip. So we may stash off stage in the conference room two other trolley cars that were not part of the parade. And in a couple of minutes, we're going to position our buses here by the visitor center. Those of you that want to take a trolley ride, hop on the bus. The bus is going to take you a little further up the line where the trolley cars are waiting, and you'll be able to take the trolley ride while we put things away. Now, through the afternoon, and I can't give you a specific schedule because we're kind of making this up as we go along. We're volunteers. We're allowed to do this. We're going to be operating some, but not all, of the cars you just saw on the main line. So if you've got your cameras with you, you've got your water with you, you can hang around for the afternoon. We'll be putting on some interesting shows in terms of a chance to operate the cars. One more thing, I want to mention two individuals specifically that you don't see here. One is our assistant yardmaster, Eric Gilman. The other is our shop assistant, Randy LeClaire. They are really the guys who had to sit down with pen and paper and figure out what trolley cars could we use, how could they be positioned and all of that. And they're the ones who came up with the list that I worked from in putting together the final touches of the trolley parade. And a big thank you, and I'd like you to give the biggest round of applause of the day to everybody, not only the guys in uniform, but people like Tom and Bob and some of the other ones you've seen around that have been telling the trolleys where to move and operating the trolley. They could have all been out having a 4th of July barbecue today, but they came here to help us put on the parade. So could we have a round of applause for them? Thank you very much for your attention this afternoon. Give us a couple of minutes and we'll direct you to the